In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to make your very own EMF reader. EMF readers are used in a lot of paranormal games that can detect paranormal activity. Alright, so we are going to import our models and textures for the EMF reader. The link to these assets will be in the description. Now let's apply the textures to this EMF material. Now that we have done that, let's create our EMF blueprint. Add your EMF and all of its buttons to the blueprint. And now add the static mesh into the right spots. Now we are going to create the AI blueprint. We won't be applying any logic to the AI. We don't have any ghost models, so we are just going to add a cube for the sake of this video. Now you want to open up your EMF blueprint and create these custom events. These custom events will trigger the signal ranging from normal all the way up to EMF 5. Follow closely because this part might look a little confusing, but I will try my best to explain what I'm doing. So here I am setting materials for each button depending on what signal the EMF is at. Now copy all these materials and paste it over to every custom event. The first material will be EMF 1, and then the second material will be EMF 2, and the third material will be EMF 3, and so on. So now we are going to set all of the materials to the EMF black material. We haven't made the EMF signal material just yet, so we are going to use Unreal Engine's default material as a placeholder. We are going to leave the normal event alone because that has no signal. For EMF 1, we will add the signal material to the first material only. Then for the second EMF signal, we will change the first 2 materials. And then for the third EMF signal, we will change the first 3 materials, and so on. I just opened a Discord for our community. It's a welcoming spot to connect, share your journey, ask questions, and just enjoy the game dev grind together. Link is in the description. Now we are going to set up the logic for the EMF. Get the timer by event node and then create a custom event called the EMF signal. Now change the time of it and then enable looping. Get actor of class. Then select your AI blueprint that we made. Now we want to get the location of the AI. Now you want to get the location of the player. Then you want to check the distance between the ghost and the player, and that will be changing the EMF signal based on the distance between us and the AI. Then divide it by 100, then get a truncate node. Truncate will make the distance an integer instead of a float value. If the distance is less or equal to 1, then the signal will be EMF 5. And now duplicate this an extra 4 times, as this will be for each signal. And if the distance is less or equal to 2, then the signal will be EMF 4. And if the distance is less or equal to 3, then the signal will be EMF 3, and so on. Now you want to turn off collisions for all your static meshes. Open up your player blueprint and then add your EMF blueprint to the player. Now adjust the EMF and then add your AI blueprint to the world and then press play and test it. Alright, now let's create the materials. Follow closely because this might be a little confusing to some of you guys. Drag out your materials tab. Now hold 3 and left click to get this constant node. Now click on the dropper tool and select the first button of the EMF. Then get this multiply node and then hold 1 and left click to get this node. This will control the strength of the emission. Now just change these values to 0. Now you want to repeat that 4 more times for the other EMF signals. Now open up your EMF blueprint and apply the material in the right spot. Watch closely because this might get a little difficult. All I'm doing is just replacing the placeholder materials with the materials that I've created. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you learned something new, and if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your thoughts or questions. I'll catch you in the next one.